Tracy Lydiatt, our guest, she's a sustainability, I'm having trouble today, sustainability advisor. Yes, you are. Green Families guru. How about that? Okay, so what else? Change up your cosmetics, take a look at that, shaving creams.
Yeah, it's not.
Why can't you just make it yourself?
Oh, it's perfect.
Who
segue.
has time?
Well, yes. Well, if you stop watching as much TV, here we are
Right.
on TV.
Except for
yeah.
Studio 4. Mm-hmm.
Totally. There's lots of time in the day. And it's a perfect segue because I was going to mention that David Suzuki has done a lot of work, the foundation, on do-it-yourself. And Lindsay Coulter, the Queen of Green, has tons of DIY recipes for make your own. So
Sure, and sometimes it's just vinegar on the counter. It's not that tough. Unplug the drain with, what is it? Didn't you used to use baking soda and boiling water, and there's never an explosion?
Yeah.
It's all good because when you think of what we throw down the drain.
yes, and that's one of the things that's linked into how we're screwing up the planet, because nothing disappears. It's a law of conservation of matter. It's just because and the candles are a great example. When you burn a candle at the end of your dinner party, it's gone, right?
Right.
But it's not really gone. It's just changed form and changed shape. It's now atomized. Same with stuff that you put down the drain. It's gone out of your house, but it's actually in the environment still, and it can accumulate.
Exactly, or what industry is putting down the drain or in the oceans or all of that. And I know it's regulated, not probably enough, or perhaps regulated but not watched. It's one thing to have the regulations. It's another thing to go into the factory and say, excuse me,
Yeah.
where's that actually going?
Yeah, and there's, yeah.
Yeah, so back to candles. I love candles.
Me too.
So if I want to be a green candle lighter,
Yes.
what kind?
You need to stay away from paraffins are in there. Paraffin-based waxes, because they're a petroleum-based product. Sometimes, well, not all the time, but the wicks used to have lead in them.
Really?
So, yeah. So, and then of course, like, my favorite in quotations, commercials on television for Airwick and all these scented candles, and wow, those just get me going because they're full of chemicals that make them smell nice. And
they cost money. Not that we should diss them, but we are, because
well, they're not healthy
open the
for
window.
you. Yeah. Well, and you're burning them in an enclosed space, and you're atomizing these chemicals and breathing them in. So it's not great. So when you're buying candles, buy soy-based or vegetable-based waxed candles.
Okay, soy-based, vegetable-based. Do they burn well? Do they look pretty?
Absolutely.
So these, for instance, well, I like the names of these. One's called Gin and Sin. Gin and Cinn. So I assume it's ginger and cinnamon, but maybe not, but Gin and Sin. Good title.
Yes, well, if you like martinis, you can burn that
I
while
do.
you're drinking
and those
one.
probably aren't environmentally correct either. But perhaps they are, you know.
Well, there's personal.
Frank and Rose and...
Little Miss Sunshine and
Little Miss
Table for
Sunshine.
Two. Yeah, these are from a local company, Sage Natural Wellness, and beeswax is another fantastic candle to look for. And these ones are scented with natural essential oils.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can make your own. And how about short showers? Or shower with a friend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's one of my favorites. I lived in Australia for 2 years, and it was an incredible experience because it really contrasted how much they value water, because they don't have a lot. And we are so blessed. Like, we live in a rainforest here.
Yes.
We're so blessed. Our average water consumption per capita in Canada, based on, I think it was 2006 statistics, is 324 liters per day per person. And Australia has it down to about 175 liters per day per person.
And the last battles will be fought over water. And I think that there will come a day when you play golf and you say, I don't care if it's that green.
Yeah, let's hope. So
we're going to have to get there at some point.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just not as a painful, pressured experience for us yet.
But as humans, and you know this, we get the eco shower nozzle. And we take the little gadget out inside so we get more water coming out or more flow. Or you get the toilet that doesn't use as much water when it flushes, then you take the little gadget off. And it's a silly thing to do because it all makes sense. Front load washers, there's so much.
Yeah. And City of Vancouver I brought in today. It's great. It's an indoor water saving kit. It costs $12. You can get it at City Hall.
Oh.
And I didn't know this, but the bag itself actually helps you test how much water you're using in your shower by timing it. And then it has toilet tank bags, faucet aerators, and a shower head, and also tablets you put in your toilet to see if it's leaking. So
really,
it's a great, inexpensive way to start along that way.
How do you get the family on board? You got some tricks?
I forgot it. I was really disappointed. I have this really horribly ugly egg timer. It's got fluorescent pink sand in it.
Right.
And that's what I use in the shower. And in Australia, you have little ones on suction cups. So when I came home, I stayed with my mom for a little while, stuck it in the shower, didn't say anything to her. She came up to me a couple days later. She goes, "How many flips does it take you?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? You know, in the shower, how many flips?" So it became this competition, friendly competition.
Right.
I said, "Well, it takes me 2 right now." She's like, "Darn it, I'm at 3." She's like, and just walked off and was like, "I got to work on that." So
yeah, so you meditate, you know, in your bed or something. Don't meditate in the shower.
Right. Right.
And washing dishes, hand wash, dishwashers. Like, I'm not trying to take us back to the dark ages.
Absolutely not. And I'm so glad you mentioned that, because sustainability is not about giving up everything and going back into the cave. And if I'm a single person right now, I live on my own, so I hand wash all my dishes. If you're a family and you've got like 6 kids and big meals, of course use your dishwasher. Think about buying a more water saving efficient one. Think about the detergent you put in. There's lots of different ways.
Of course, and I know some people live with neat freaks.
Yes.
They can't stand to have a dirty anything.
Yeah.
So they wash the dishes every day, and you don't have to, as you don't have to flush the toilet every time.
That's right.
But it's difficult to get into the habit.
That's right. So
my mother wouldn't use a towel twice. I'm not kidding. If you used a bath towel, she'd snap it and wash it.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I guess you have to work with what you've
got.
I
guess you do. But in those days, they did that. They thought, oh,
germs,
dirty. You can't reuse a bath towel. But all that is changing. I'm sure it is. Now we use an eco towel.
Right.
A thinner towel.
That's right.
And keep the towel. So what if the towel has a hole? And it's not that you're against consumerism or anything like that. You're just saying, think about man-made climate change. Think about what's going on in the world.
Yeah, and I think one of the key messages, you know, we were talking on the break about how much information is out there. One of the key messages is do what you can in your context.
Right.
Green movement is so incredible at providing us with so much information, but we don't really talk about, well, how do I make it work in my house? And this is people, when I teach, they say, oh, well, I have 4 kids. They all play hockey. I need my SUV. Great. You know, think about what SUV you're driving and look at other places to make changes in your home.
Carpool, all of that. We've heard it over and over again, as you know. Now we have to do it. Let's do it this year.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tracy Lydiatt, your Green Family Blueprint, a simple how-to book for greening your family your way.